Good morning, Haps. Good morning, good Saturday morning to you all here on Haps. How are we all doing this morning? Yes, it's a Saturday morning, and I have a different title up, but we are here on Haps. Hello from the southern tier of upstate New York, and good morning to all in Tioga County. That's the county I live in here, and also the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. Broadcasting on Haps and having fun. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PST. Live life and have fun. Hashtag positive start to the day and hashtag PSTTD. And we have to have one now. Randy W. Horton is in the house. Good morning, Randy. Thank you for being here. I'm on a day off, and I should be sleeping in, but I had such a great day yesterday at work with the weather that we had, and it just made me go to bed early and stuff, all the fresh air I got yesterday. So, but my name is Richard Roberts here on Haps. I'm known as @FiremanRich over there on Twitter. I'm known over on Twitter as @FiremanRich, but my proper name is Richard Roberts, which is, look at that, we got 22 on the eyeball. Never ceases to amaze me, Haps. We got some people popping in here, and Randy W. Horton being one of them over there in the sandbox of Saudi Arabia. And so I got up early. Well, I've been up for about an hour now, and I said, oh, what the hell? I've got this broadcast. I said I was going to broadcast yesterday after work, and I saved it. Well, I didn't save it. I just got up this morning. I said, what can I talk about? I said, wait a minute. I got to talk about something that happened 3 days ago. But it's very exciting as far as it's a Graham Bell moment, I would call it. That's what I'm calling it, as far as even though it was just maybe a brief blip in the news as far as that goes. That happened a couple days ago, but we are multicasting on 6 broadcasts. So if you hear me on Twitch, YouTube Live, Periscope, which soon will be Twitter Live, and the 2 Facebooks that I'm broadcasting, my personal private one, as well as my I got a public one called The Real Fireman Rich. If I'm talking to Randy, who's just saying good morning to me, sir, and good morning to you, Randy. Well, it's actually, he's 8 hours ahead, so he's in his afternoon there. Do we have any more sandstorms over there? I've seen some of the replays there. They've had some sandstorms over there. So I guess that's the equivalent of a snowstorm here, where you have outages and stuff. But those people that I'm broadcasting on those other platforms, if I'm talking to somebody in the comments, you're not going to hear it unless you come over to Haps. Haps.tv. Come on, download the app and subscribe to some people such as Randy W. Horton. He is great. I'm still laughing my ass off about his drive in the desert the other night. And to be honest, the missus was a little worried about you, Randy, as far as running out of gas. Do you know where you're going? And all that. That was a great broadcast, a really entertaining one. Gives a perspective, and especially everybody going underneath the bridge. I had this, are they all going to the Billy Joel concert moment? So that was funny, sir. But you people on those other platforms, you need to come over here, especially Periscope, which will be ending soon, unless you want to stay over there on Twitter Live. And again, subscribe to such people like Randy W. Horton, as well as some other people. You can subscribe to me, but I'm just another knucklehead here broadcasting. Broadcasting is stop and go for me. Oh, is it? So you got some interruptions of services over there, Randy. Okay. That's well, maybe it'll straighten it out here as far as that goes. It takes a while for those services to come back online, especially a sandstorm. Do you know how fast the winds are going over there with the sandstorms? Were they like a tornado level or something like that? And we got Fraser from Edinburgh, Scotland. Good morning, Fraser. Just getting started here. I'm going to be trying something. I'm going to be presenting something. I got the present board already pre-staged. and hopefully I do this right. Hopefully what I want to do comes out, because you can see the title, There Be Sound Up There on Mars. So hopefully what I present comes through. We'll see. But currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it says it's 24 degrees. I forgot to look at the kitchen. So it's going to be, it's going to be, I think it's supposed to be cold this weekend. So that's not surprising, 24. But then again, it says plentiful sunshine. Ooh, that gives me an idea. Maybe I can get the solar panels out and stream my solar panels here on HAPS. But we got plentiful sunshine, and it looks pretty clear out there right now as far as that goes. High near 45 degrees, so it's going to be nice. 45 degrees. Anything above 35 is golden here after the winter we've had. Winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Sun will be rising at 6:21, and it's already risen. It's 6:22, so the sun is up. We're 1 minute into this the start of the sun there, and the sun will be setting at 6:10 p.m. later today. And let's see, and the one thing I did forget to do is I usually put the two of the three posts in my chat here. Good morning to all in Tioga County, and live life and have fun. And also this for the day that I post that on Twitter, but that I'm always forgetting one thing. So the one thing I forgot this morning was to post over there on my social media platforms. I'm so anxious to get on this HAPS, the broadcast. It's fun, especially when I have something to say, and everybody has something to say to express what's going on and stuff like that. So sorry, broadcast stops 1 minute, then on 5 seconds. My net must be screwy. Okay, Randy, I still appreciate you being here, sir, even if it's for a minute and stuff like that. So you're getting some interruptions on the thing. Sunset 6:12 in Edinburgh. Okay. What did I say it was here in New York State? Okay, so you're 2 minutes further. So Fraser is 5 hours ahead. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's at about 11:30. He's getting ready to go into his afternoon. And hello from Staten Island, Anna Marie. Hey, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? That is good. And let's see, we have a Facebook suggested. Okay, that's Facebook. Facebook. The only reason I'm on Facebook, for the most part, back on Facebook, is because I'm able to broadcast on it from HAPS. So Facebook should be lucky that HAPS is around, because I wouldn't be on. Okay, fixed it. It was me. Okay, that's good, Randy. Glad to have you back, and we are glad to have Anne Marie from Staten Island. That's down. She's a fellow New Yorker down there in the New York City metropolitan area, which is about 3.5 hours from where I'm at, up here outside the Binghamton, Owego area. Binghamton is in Broome County. Owego, I'm around the Owego area. It's Tioga County. We're on the New York State Penn line. But I present thought for the day. And like I said, I forgot to post. I guess I'll post them afterwards. I could do that. Let's see. Let me put the thought for the day here. And it comes from Ralph Waldo Emerson, he's a great poet. I almost like him better than Walt Whitman. I got well, let's see. Did it come up? Yeah. It's funny. I'm posting the comments in the broadcast studio, and they're still loading up, but I'm monitoring the broadcast here on my LG Stylo Andro phone, and it's like a second delay. Okay, let's see. We bopped out of there for a minute. Let's get reacquainted or reacquire the camera there. But our thought for the day is the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Let me read that one more time. The only person that you decide to become is the person you decide to be. And I like that quote, and somebody gave it a heart. Thank you very much. I like that. You get Woo woo, Rich. No, I'm not. That's as far woo woo I get, unless when I'm talking about outer space, which we'll be talking about. Fraser, Fraser saying I get woo woo. We're glad to have you here, Fraser. Fraser, I've known Fraser for quite a long time. Fraser Ramsey, he's a great guy. I've known him from the Blab days from years back and stuff like that. Great guy. He's another guy you need to follow. Fraser is a great guy, and I'm glad to have him here, along with Anne Marie and Randy, as well as we got 32 on the eyeball. Wow. I wonder if it's the title. Let's see. We're moving close to that, folks. There be sound. Okay. But Ralph Waldo Emerson, he's a poet, American poet, and so is Walt Whitman for that practical purpose. So real quick, I acquired I never used to like poetry. I could not really, I just like, who reads this crap? I acquired a fond respect for it once I took, I was taking my studies there through the University of Maryland while I was in the United States Air Force for my associate's degree in fire science. I had a professor, Dr. Cepeda, an 18th century woman. She never watched any TV, movies, or anything like that. She was all about her books. And okay, we got a meme from Randy. It's coming up slowly like we're on dial-up, Randy. It's just going across. You must have a weak signal. Let's see. Oh, he's putting a picture of me. Holy crap. Look at that. Thank you, Randy. Look at that. I made it into a Randy. Oh, I'm on the big board. Oh, look at that. That is cool. Thank you, sir. Oh my God. Oh, that's great. Oh, you got one of those Michael Bathurst lights, don't you? Do you get, I imagine you got a position where you don't get the circles, but look at that. I'm up on his big board. Thank you, Randy. That's great. The way it came up like it was dial-up. Remember dial-up where it was just like, grrr. But Dr. Cepeda, God bless her soul, she a great professor. I took her for my first English 101, and then the English 102, and TV got delivered. Oh, you got a new TV, Fraser? Great. But I thought when I first took the English 101, I was way over my head, but she made it, great lady, great professor. And every time I see a quote or a poem from Ralph Waldo Emerson or Walt Whitman, I think of Dr. Cepeda as far as that goes. Professor I had when I was taking some classes through the University of Maryland, the university where the sun never sets, because there's a representation of the University of Maryland on every Air Force base around the world. So let's see. No, Randy. Oh, Marta, that is a big, that's a monitor. Yeah, that's a big monitor. Yeah. Oh, he did say that was a monitor. I remember on a replay, he was explaining it's not a TV, it's a monitor. So I'm on the big board. Randy's looking at doing some classes, some English classes of some sort. So let's see now. Let's give this a try. I'm going to present something here. And what we have from 3 days ago, the Perseverance rover has recorded the first laser sounds on the surface of Mars. It's a snap, not a pew. That's a sound. And this for me, when I first heard this, is like, wow, we're hearing sound on another world. Now, I'm always particular about these movies, Star Wars and stuff, when they're in outer space and you see the spaceship go by and you hear the rockets. You can't hear sound in space. It's a vacuum. This is the first sounds from another world. And there's a microphone on Perseverance that has begun to use its rock zapping SuperCam instrument on the Red Planet. Mission team members announced 3 days ago on the 10th, which was Wednesday, SuperCam is equipped with a microphone which has picked up the gentle whooshes of Martian. We also have the whooshes of the wind, the Martian wind, as well as a not so gentle snapping generated by the laser when it hits the rock target. The recordings have demonstrated that our microphone is not only functioning well, but we also have a very high quality signal for our scientific studies. SuperCam team member Naomi Murdoch, a researcher at the Institute of some place in France, said during a live webcast here on Wednesday. In the SuperCam team, we're extremely excited about the perseverance and the scientific investigation that we're going to be able to do with the microphone data. So I'm excited about the helicopter that's still attached to the bottom of the Perseverance. They haven't decided when they're going to release that yet. I think they're still working on the battery charging of it and stuff. But this is it's one thing. We've had instruments up there with the laser, but we're hearing the laser. This is the big one. We're hearing the Martian wind. I'm a sound guy, an audio guy. I just, when I heard that, I'm like, wow. So I'm going to present it here. I've got it set up. I'm going to turn my mic off and I'm going to see if it comes through. Hopefully, I'm hoping. Okay. Here we go. Stand by. And there we have it. I think it came through. It came through. My camera's got to reacquaint. There it goes. So I'm excited because I was listening to it. I'm almost excited to hear it the first time because it presented correctly here. Though I was a little slow on getting the present window up, but the sound came through here. So I'm sure you all, did you hear that out there in the audience in the chat room? Who's ever still here? Randy Frazier. Randy Frazier. Can I save? Oh, you know what? I'm going to copy that image. I got a copy of that image here, Randy. I'm going to tweet that out. So that's the sound. that's on the Mars surface that we heard, and it was not so. Yeah, it's probably because of going through HAPS and stuff. But if you Google, oh, and Fraser's saying yes. Okay, so you heard some of it. You heard the wind is. I'm just the zapping sound. Okay, yeah. You know, that's us doing it. That's us making the noise. And Anna Marie said she heard the sound too. Thank you for that that feedback. That's great. That's great. So the people, if you're watching this on the replay, thank you for watching on the replay. Sounds like a Bic lighter. Yes. The beginning was the laser, and then the second half was the wind. That's on the Martian surface, and that's the one part I am super stoked about and listening. I've listened to this over at least over a dozen times since Wednesday. And I'm just sitting there listening to that, and especially that wind, because we get wind out here, and it's just the fact that, you know, we know there's an atmosphere of some sort, but it just, when you hear the sound, that's another sense that you know it's there. So, and I agree, Randy, that hang on, I'm Gilberting. To give JR a plug, Gilberting. That's what we used to say over on Blab. You remember that, Fraser? JS Gilbert. I was talking with him. I was in his broadcast a couple of days ago. He's come back. He's come over here to HAPS and stuff. So I was Gilbert. I had to reset. So I'm very excited about that. Let me see something. Okay, the sound is good. And the car size Perseverance, the centerpiece of NASA's $2.7 billion Mars 220 mission, landed on the floor of the Jezero crater on the 8th of February. The rover's main task involved hunting for signs of ancient life within the 28-mile wide crater, which harbors a deep lake, supposedly a deep lake and river delta billions of years ago. So, and we have Thomas. Tom, hello. How you doing from Japan? What's up? We're just talking about the sounds of space, Thomas. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate having you here. And we're having the morning coffee. And we're talking about the sounds that NASA released 3 days ago, as far as that goes. And I'm pretty stoked about it as far as, so if you just Google sounds on Mars, there's sound, or Perseverance rover sounds, there's a bunch of audios out there as far as that goes, on SoundCloud and YouTube alike. So, but it's going to be, the Perseverance is going to collect dozens of samples for future return. They're going to probably try and return some of these rock samples, but the SuperCam, which sits on the Perseverance head-like mass, is one of the 7 science instruments the rover will be using to do off-world work. SuperCam fires a laser at targets up to 23 feet, 7 meters away, to generate a cloud of vaporized rock, the composition of which can be determined by instrument cameras and spectrometers on board. So, but I'm just stoked. You know, it's got a huge package of instruments on board, but just that sound of the Martian wind, I'm just amazed by it as far as that goes. And it was just a brief moment in the news, I guess, 3 days ago, but I'm still thinking about it. It's just like, that is for me the guy Graham Bell moment. You know, when Graham Bell, he said, "Watson, are you there? Watson, are you there?" And then it's like, holy, they discovered the telephone. I'm surprised they haven't had a microphone on previous missions, but I guess they have to be conscious of what they have on board weight-wise and stuff like that. So, but Perseverance carries another microphone as well, one that's built into its entry, descent, and landing camera system. The EDL mic didn't record sound during the rover's 7 minute of terror. That's when it's coming down. They call it the 7 minutes of terror touchdown. But it has captured audio on the Martian surface. I haven't heard that one. The two microphones are the first ever to record true audio on Mars, and they may work together at some point. Mission team members have discussed the possibility. So these are instruments, I don't know, you could say they were an afterthought, but they're not. So, but now they're looking at on-the-spot experiments with it. That's the take I got. Perseverance has not begun its science work in earnest yet. The first big task for the rover involves a suitable airfield for the rover's helicopter, a 4-pound, it's a 1.8 kilogram craft named Integrity, to make its technological demonstration flights. And that, to me, is going to be another big, huge moment. Other than the samples, if they come back, that's going to be something. But hearing the sound, that's a biggie. That surprised me. But the helicopter, that is going to be huge as far as I'm concerned, because it's just it's still attached to the underbelly, and it will be dropping down on a mechanism that will deploy it underneath, and then the rover will drive away, get a camera on it, and then they'll fire it up. And I'm pretty excited about that, because I fly a drone. I don't have it here, but for my Hubsan 501, this is my the drone control that I sit there, and I have this display, one of even my LG3 or my LG5 stylo, and I do the thing. So I'm pretty excited, because for them to, I think they might have an automatic set to where it's going to go up and come down pre-flight. I think it's just to get it off the ground a couple feet, which is what, 1 meter, would be pretty good. So let's see. Perseverance has not begun. Okay, we talked about that. Perseverance will attempt to document Integrity's forays into the Martian sky as it flies, and this might even be a multimedia extravaganza. It's possible that one or both microphones could capture the sound of it. There we go. You got the mics in place. You got the Integrity, the helicopter, and it takes off, and we can hear the sounds of a helicopter flying on the Martian surface. That will be super cool. Oh my God. That's, they're using available resources, the two microphones. So that's great. And it could capture the sounds of Integrity's rotaries churning through the thin Martian air, mission teams members have said. That would be cool. That would be very cool. So I'm glad I was able to present it. I want to thank Fraser, Anna Marie, and Randy for letting me know the sound came through. It's the first time I used a present mode here on a broadcast. Thank you for that picture, Randy. I've got a copy of it. I'm going to get a copy of it as far as and post it. I like that. That's fantastic. The technology what we have at hand these days. But I'm on a day off today. I'm going to be getting my day started as far as that goes. And there's Jack. Jack is up here. How you doing, Jack? Huh? You get your day started too? You want to nibble on my hand? Huh? You give you a pat? Ah, there you go. Jack is one of 6 cats there. He's my broadcasting buddy here. So, all right, folks, we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here. Again, thank you for watching. For the viewers here, we are at we're at 36 on the eyeball, and let's see, we got a comment. What's the comment? It's taking a little bit. Whoop whoop, yeah, Randy. I get a whoop whoop from Randy. Thank you, Randy. I hope we'll see how I'll be seeing you during the course of the day. I'm going to be off and on here on the HAPS, and I'm sure Randy will be up in one area or the other as far as with the broadcasts that we do have here on HAPS. And so thank you for the views, Anna Marie, Fraser, Randy, and Thomas. Thank you for coming in and being in the chat. And thank you for those that are watching the replay over there on Twitch, YouTube Live, Periscope, soon to be Twitter Live, and the Facebook. And hi to all my relatives there on Facebook, my Air Force buddies, as far as they're on the Facebook and stuff, just a shout out there. So we're going to go ahead and cue up the outro music, and you guys all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. And as always, whoop, whoop, peace.